What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This is going to be part 3 of our pig fat or lard soap making. Pretty excited. I've already done up one of the bars, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. So as I was saying, I've already done one of the bars this morning. Just kind of like a test run since I haven't used this cutter before, because we used to do it by hand with really just like a butter knife or like a piece of wire and some gloves so you don't cut yourself. But as you can see, this is our soap so far, and it's a little bit lower than I want, but for the home purpose, it definitely does the job. This is the empty one. I've already, as you can see, cut and laid it out in a dish, and we'll get to all that in just a second. But this is the cutter. So essentially, like I said, it's going to be a piece of wire, and you just kind of set it down, and it'll cut the soap. This one also has a measuring, so you can measure out how large of a piece of soap you want. We're just going to do about an inch. Like I said, it's just for the household purpose. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. Maybe. I have to set you guys down real quick. There we go. Yeah, so this is going to be, we pull the silicone mold out, and this is going to be essentially what's left. What I'm going to do is pull it out of here, get it set on here, and we'll be right back. And we're back. So basically, I just took the bar out of here, as you can see, and like I said, it's pretty thin. It's looking to be a little over an inch in thickness. So I think next time, if I want, a nice full bar, I'm actually going to go ahead and fill this silicone mold most of the way. And then that way, for here, I'm thinking like 1.5 to 2 centimeters would be best. But we'll play with that later. I can always do another video. So this is pretty straightforward. It's already preset. This is secured 1 inch. All you have to do is grab up here. You can actually loosen and tighten this bad boy, to see how tight this is. Really, there we go, a little bit better. It was a bit snug, and then you just slide this down, gentle pressure, let it do the work. Oh, a little bit loose. So, oh, goodness. We're just going to tighten that a snug. Try it again. Oh, there it is. Still needs just a touch, so we're going to, again, a little bit more, and that should be pretty good. And then basically, you set these out to where air can reach all sides. After you've made the soap and the lye has settled in, this has been 24 hours, so it's going to harden just enough to cut. Don't wait longer because it'll continue to harden over time. And that's what this is for. So this is for them to set out to do a process called saponification. I probably slaughtered the pronunciation. But essentially what happens is, if you remember part 1 and part 2, when you add the lye, you also add water to activate the lye. Well, that water has to essentially, escape the soap for it to become a nice hard bar. Otherwise, it stays soft. So you let it air for about 3 weeks, 21 days, give or take, and that's going to allow the bars to harden and the water to be released from them through that saponification process. And this is pretty straightforward. Normally what I do is whatever towels, or we have specific towels for soap making, like this is just an old towel we have. What we'll do is we'll actually lay this in sections over here, so like you'll see there we go, just like that. Kind of push it in securely, and then I'll cut the next batch over here and continue to place them in here, stacking them and layering this towel back and forth. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it some more cuts. Like I said, just nice and easy, nice little pop. That's really all it is. Change direction of our stacking, make it a little more secure. But yeah, it's this we didn't add any sort of scents or anything. It's just our attempt to make lard soap. You can use different oils, but I've found that animal fats tend to be our favorite. We wash our hands with them. You can wash clothes with them. Technically, we don't, but we are thinking about maybe trying some on our work clothes, not our delicates. Um, they're just so animal fats. We were doing some reading, and essentially, they have the ability for our body, or their chemical structure allows our body to recognize the fat, and our body will actually readily absorb the fat. And we used to use coconut oil and olive oil, um, but it's just not quite the same. While animal fat has the properties of coconut oil in terms of how well it strips oil off the body, but it also works even better, as I was saying, than olive oil to rehydrate the skin. So we're starting to fall in love with this stuff. So this is our attempt on pig fat. Normally, we will take like fresh herbs and kind of infuse them. We can do a video on that much later. But essentially, in terms of just making soap, that's all it is. So we'll take this bad boy, cover it up like this, and I'll put it up in a dry, probably in a cabinet or on a shelf somewhere in the closet. And you just kind of put it in a dry, nice, constant temperature place. And like I said, let the saponification occur. That's it, really. We're going to go ahead, like I said, we're going to do another video about actually infusing the oils before we make the soap. You can add dry herbs or even like wet herbs while you're mixing the soap. I just don't really like them as much as when we infuse them. And it's just following basic infusion rules. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope y'all liked the videos. I hope it helped. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And we'll see you guys on the next video.